Hello bookish friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi, and today we are doing a swapping screen time for reading time reading vlog. I am somewhat cheating a little bit just to make this achievable for myself. We're gonna use my screen time from yesterday, which was only about 2 hours. I guess I could do the full time. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't technically count YouTube as screen time because it's not like I'm sitting there like not getting other stuff done. 99.9% of the time I'm watching YouTube, I am being productive, getting other things done, or it's when I'm driving for work. Don't tell anybody. So I don't always consider that screen time. I'm really concerned about Instagram and TikTok, which between the two of those, yesterday it was about 2 hours and 5 minutes. So I think that's what our timer is gonna be for this reading vlog, and I'm sure over the weekend and whenever I'm working from home or whatever on Friday, I will be reading more than 2 hours, which is perfectly fine because I have a chunky book that we are reading right now and I really want to finish it this week. I'm currently reading Pucking Around by Emily Rath, and I'm 70 pages into this and obsessing over it. I love this book so much already. This is the definition of like right time, right place, right mood, everything for this book. I am just like, I was devouring this last night. Like I read 30 pages probably in 30 minutes because I was like, and it's just like easy writing. It doesn't require much thought going into it. It's really just like reading about these characters, what they're doing, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and a lot of spice. But I haven't really gotten to the spice yet. I think it's gonna be about 50% until spice, but like they're having spicy, juicy thoughts about each other. This book is basically about our main character, Rachel Price, who had a one-night stand with this man that she doesn't even know his name. She just knows what he looks like. They've never seen each other since. She starts a new job as like she starts a job that's a 10-month fellowship for the Jacksonville Rays, which is like an NHL team, and she comes in hot. This guy picks her up from the airport and her suitcase pretty much explodes. She is kind of like into this guy, but like in a friendly way, but also would fuck him if he wanted to. And then her mystery man from her one-night stand ends up being on this team as well, and she's his doctor. And then there's one other man. She's got like 3 men going after her, and this is a why choose romance, which I've never read before, so I don't know what is gonna happen. I didn't know if I was going to read this, and then I was looking at my January TBR like, okay, what do I want to read next? And I opened this to a random page. I read a random sentence and was like, what the fuck am I getting myself into? It was quite the activity going on, I will say. So I'm very interested in this and definitely want to continue reading. And I feel like because I'm so into it right now, I need a reading challenge to make me stay into it and not go on my freaking phone. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do for this reading vlog. We're gonna read 2 hours and 5 days. No, 2 hours and 5 days. 2 hours and 5 minutes a day for, let's say, till Saturday. So that is 6 days. So we're gonna read at least 2 hours for the next 6 days and see if we can finish this. This is my goal, is to finish this. So I'm sorry if this video is a little boring of me only talking about this one book, but like this is basically 2 books built into one. How many pages is this total? 573 pages. That's insanity. Like, how do you even have this much stuff to write about? So my goal is to finish this. As I said, I am on page 71. I'm on chapter 16. And yeah, that's it for the intro. We're gonna chillax for a little bit right now. I have some chips and salsa that I want to eat and watch TV for just like a little bit, and then we're gonna get into reading. And I'm gonna set up a timer on my phone. I think 2 hours is realistic because it's after the holidays, so life has kind of chilled out a little bit. Not really. I actually have to travel to Utah next week for work. This week I don't really have much going on, so I feel like reading for 2 hours, even if it's like 4 sessions of 30 minutes, it'll be a-okay. Did I tell you what day it is? It's January 6th. It's a Monday. It's about 5:30 p.m. So if I can't read 2 hours and the next day I go to bed at 10:30, 5 hours, that's a problem. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into Pucking Around by Emily Rath. Okay, hi friends. I have to jump in and just say something that's on my mind about this book. I'm only 22 minutes in and I've already read 23 pages. So I'm reading about a page a minute, which is fantastic. But so this, oh, my laundry's done. This book has one main character named Jake Compton, I think it is. Yeah, Compton, who is like her mystery man and the one night stand she had. He's also on the NHL team she's currently doing a fellowship doctor thing for. When I read about him, all I picture in my head is Joe Burrow. And let me tell you, it's making this experience quite enjoyable. I want to see. So Joe Burrow's younger than me. Gross. I was never a Joe Burrow fan, and recently, I don't know what's gotten into me, but I think he is so fucking hot. Like, it's unreal, the attraction I have to this man. And in the book, Jake was just saying how he's 6'3". Joe Burrow is 6'4", and literally anytime I hear Rachel talk about Jake or I'm reading from Jake's perspective, all I'm thinking is Joe Burrow. That's who I'm picturing in my head, and it is making this experience that much better. I'm just so into this book right now. I'm so getting over it. So there hasn't been any like physical spice scenes, but there was a phone spice scene, and oh my god, I'm eating this shit up. I love it. I'm so giddy over this book, especially since I'm picturing Joe Burrow as Jake Compton. Like, it's just, if you decide to read this book, just picture Joe Burrow or any football player or any sports player that you really like and think is really attractive, and just trust me, it'll do the trick for you. So I am gonna go make myself some dinner right now. It is 6:45. I just heard my rice cooker go off, so I just need to make some chicken and some veggies. And then, oh goodness, I have laundry in the dryer that I need to fold and put away. And then after I do that, I'm going to take a quick body shower. And then we're going to get back to reading because I need more of this book in my life. Everybody say happy birthday to Wooey. You're 7 years old today, old man. He's like, yeah, and I can't get a goddamn piece of chimkin for my mom. Say, Mom almost forgot my birthday, too. Oh, he's mad. Happy birthday, you little derp. Good morning, friends. It is now Tuesday. Where did I leave my phone? Did I leave my phone all the way upstairs? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Also, sorry if you can hear Louis chewing a bully stick in the background. I gotta keep him quiet. As I was saying, it is Tuesday, the 7th. I woke up with a raging migraine today, so your girl's in a little bit of pain. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit of pain. I literally have my little headache hat here that I need to put on my head, but won't do it on camera because I look psychotic. So I'm home on a little sick day today because I can't even function. Like, it hurts so bad. I keep getting dizzy spells and it's just not great. Anyways, I have my coffee here, hoping that the hit of caffeine will run directly to my bloodstream and the fucking things in my head that make it hurt. And I also wanted to tell you that I did complete my 2 hours and 5 minutes yesterday, and I actually made it to page 163. I'm on chapter 36. I read this much, almost 100 pages yesterday, which is kind of crazy, but this book is so good. It got not as good. I almost kind of like that Jake Compton, the one love interest, was like, she's mine and only mine, and then ended up sharing her with his best friend. Yeah, it's like they had a threesome. Let's just put it out there. That's not really a spoiler. They are now all moving in together, and I don't know what's going on. This is a wild ride. I've never read a book with more than one partner, I should say. So this is like all new to me, and it's just, I'm not picturing Joe Burrow anymore, because if I had Joe Burrow, I would never share him with anybody else, and I would never want to be shared with anybody else. Oh my God. This makes me sound psychotic. Good God. I swear I'm not like this crazy. I am still enjoying it. I
am interested to see where this goes and how this goes. Like, how is this going to work? Because you can tell that Rachel, like, truly deeply cares for Jake and wants to have a relationship with him, but won't because they obviously work together. And it's like, Caleb, the other guy of interest, does she, like, have feelings for him, or is it just, like, a sexual attraction? Like, is it that type of thing? And I don't know how this is going to go from here, but obviously, since I am home today, I will have lots of time to read, but I also don't think I'm going to sit here and read for hours upon hours because my head is killing me and I might need a nap or two. I have friends playing in the background. Again, I have my coffee. I need to like chug this. And I'm gonna just keep chugging along with this. And that's the plan for today. It is 5:30. I have kind of epically failed at this vlog today, but we still have time to make it up, obviously. My timer is currently at 1 hour and 48 minutes. So I've read less than 20 minutes. Not great. Let's see how many pages I've read. Hold, please. I'm currently on page 177. So in that less than 20 minutes that I have read, I've read 15 pages, which is good, but I still have 1 hour and 48 minutes and 51 seconds to read. But again, it is 5:30. So, and you're probably wondering, well, bitch, what have you been doing all day? I was working for my full-time job for most of the day. And then I got into a little fender bender 2 weeks ago at this point. And my hood on my car is dented, and I had to order a new hood, and it came in today, so I had to go somewhere near me that was like 30 minutes away. But I had to go get Chris's car because the hood wouldn't fit in my car. Then I had to drive 30 minutes to get the hood, drive 30 minutes to get back. And I had a facial today at 3, so I had like an hour in between getting back and my facial, so I decided to just run to Target and get some things that we need, and then went to my facial, came back, got home at like 4:15. I couldn't tell you what I've been doing since then. It's now 5:30. You ever have those days where like an hour passes by and you did nothing, but you also did a lot at the same time? That's me today. I fed Louie, did some dishes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I have been on my phone a little bit today, not as much as I normally am. Well, this morning I kind of was on my phone more than I should have been, and my head is hurting now. The headache kind of like ebbed for a little bit, and now it's flowing back through my brain. I'm going to get to reading right now because I want to read more of these characters in these spicy scenes because I'm thoroughly enjoying every single second of it. So let's get some reading done. Good morning, friends. It is Wednesday, January 8th. I didn't check back in last night because Chris got home from work. We chatted for a little bit, and then I realized I had to completely edit and post, well, schedule to post my top 12 books of 2024. It was like 5 p.m. and I was like, oh shit, like I didn't even start doing that because my head was killing me all day. That took me a little bit of time, and then obviously I had to make dinner, do all the housewife things that I do, and I didn't get back to reading until maybe, and then I also took a full-blown shower because I got my facial done yesterday and my scalp was just really dry and itchy. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wash my hair. And every time I wash my hair, I use my Shark dryer now because I hate wet hair. I mean, I'm up to only washing my hair once a week. So when I do wash my hair, it's like a whole thing because I have to dry it after now, or I don't like the way it like lays on my head. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like if I don't dry my hair now, it's so flat. And like last night I obviously dried my hair and I feel like it just looks so much better the next morning and the next couple of days until I have to wash it again, you know? I did read my 2 hours and 5 minutes of fucking around. I read it at like, I stayed up till like midnight last night reading because it was so good. I'm currently on page 239, chapter 47.
So I read, and when I started yesterday, I was on page 163. I read this little chunk right here, and I'm still absolutely loving this book. The premise is a little strange just because it's like a why choose romance, which I've never read a why choose romance. So this is all like new territory for me, but basically our main character, Rachel Price, gets a fellowship working with the Jacksonville Rays, which is a new NHL team in Tampa or somewhere in Florida. Jacksonville, Florida, duh. She had this one night stand. The guy ends up being on the team, and then she ends up falling for the equipment manager on the team, and now there might be a third man introduced, and somehow, some way, these two men, Caleb and Jake, agree to like share and I don't know, do whatever it works with a why choose romance. Thinking about this in real life, it's just wild. Like, I know some people are like this, but this is not my thing. Not to say that I'm not like enjoying, I'm very much clearly enjoying this book, but not because of like the sharing part, really just like the way the characters are, how they interact, how much they truly do love each other. And it's interesting. It really is. I think I'm getting a little annoyed by how, like, happy and energetic and Jake is. Like, he's very... I know I picture Joe Burrow, but, like, your girl, me, I don't like guys that are super, like, clingy and attached right away. Like, play a little hard to get, and then you can act like that a little bit, but Jake does it way too much. If this was my man, I'd be like, dude, you're being such a freaking... baby, like you gotta tame it down a little bit. He's almost too like up her ass, and I get it, but I wish he was playing a little more bad boy. But again, he is kind of cute because he's like, look, this is who I am, like take it or leave it. You either love me like this or you don't, and whatever. So like he's just being himself, and I kind of love that he doesn't care how much he like admits that he's in love with this girl. So it is kind of cute, but it's also like you need to take it down a notch. Caleb is definitely more my style, because he's very much like, yeah, you want it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Like, nonchalant about everything. And he's just... I don't know who I'm picturing for him, though. Like, when I read Jake, I was instantly picturing Joe Burrow. But the way she describes Caleb, I don't know who I would picture for that. I don't know if anybody else does this in their minds when they read a book. They kind of, like, determine who they're picturing in their head. And I can't picture who I'm thinking for Caleb. So, if you've read this book and you have any idea what Caleb would look like, let me know. I'm getting ready to head out for work. A little bit of a later day for me. I have a meeting in Connecticut at around 2, and I'm gonna go putz around Connecticut for like an hour or two before. I don't know where I'm gonna go, who I'm gonna see. I have that meeting and then I'll be coming home after that. So it's a little bit of a later day. Luckily, I don't have any editing to do tonight. The only thing I need to do when I get home is make dinner, but we're doing taco salad, so that's like so quick and easy. Also, random note. Sorry, I'm trying to grab a brush behind you. I absolutely love doing my makeup after getting a facial, especially when they do dermaplane, because there's no hair on your face and your skin is so smooth. It's like the best feeling ever. But yeah, I will be back to update you guys a little bit later once I get some reading done. I have to set my timer for the day, and I don't think I'm gonna do any audiobooks when I'm driving today because I don't feel like it. I have a lot of YouTube videos to catch up on. Like, I feel like when I was in California, I didn't watch any YouTube. I watched maybe like 5 minutes here and there. So I have a lot of YouTube to catch up on, which I'll probably do in the car. Hopefully we can read a little bit more of this. So I kind of did some computing last night, as one does at 12 o'clock at night. I don't know if I said it in this vlog or not, but I leave for Utah for a training for work on Sunday. So I want to finish this by Saturday. And I determined that I need to read 84 pages a day in order to finish this by Saturday, which I definitely think is doable. I think last night I ended up reading like 75 pages, so I can definitely read that extra couple of pages. So we need to keep that in mind going forward. I need to read at least 84 pages a day to be able to finish this before my trip, so that way I can start a fresh, brand new book on my trip. So that's the plan. I'll be back a little bit later.
Hello, friends. It is now Thursday, January 9th at 5 p.m. I never came back in to check in yesterday after I filmed my clip when I was getting ready in the morning because I got home at 6 p.m. because there was so much traffic. There was an accident on the thruway, and I didn't get home till 6 p.m. And when I got home, I was very grumpy because I was very tired. And honestly, today I'm not doing much better. I'm very grumpy today too. Work is just kicking my ass right now, like absolutely kicking my ass and just spreading me very, very thin. And I had a long day today, and I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow, and then I have Saturday to just like sit and relax, and then Sunday I fucking go to Utah for training, and I'm just gonna be exhausted after that, adjusting to yet again another time change when I just got adjusted to being back on the Eastern Standard Time. I'm just struggling. And I barely read anything yesterday. I think I read maybe 10 pages. What page was I on when I last told you? 234. I might have read like 20 pages, but I did not read the 84 pages or whatever I said I needed to read. Let's be honest, I'm probably going to read more between Friday and Saturday than I am today. So I'm not even going to make any calculations on how much I need to read to still be able to finish this by Saturday. I'm just going to fucking read and make sure that I'm done by Saturday. It's actually, I could really finish by Sunday morning because I don't leave until like 3. So I could technically finish Sunday morning. So I have time, but I don't want to put stress on myself to read a certain amount of pages, but I do want to add my timer today. I think I read, let's say I read for an hour and let's say I read for 30 minutes yesterday. Okay. So that means we would need to read 3.5 hours today. So we're going to set a timer, and whatever I don't read today, we'll just add it on till tomorrow. And then if I finish my hours tomorrow, great. If not, I will just carry them over again onto Saturday, and so on and so forth. Maybe I'll even keep this video going until Sunday. Who fucking knows at this point? All right. So we're going to set a timer for, what did I say? 3 hours and 30 minutes because we need 2 hours and 5 minutes. Okay, we'll do 35 minutes. And we read a half hour yesterday. So 2, is that math right? Yeah. 3 hours and 35 minutes. So we got our timer. We're just going to get it started. I'm sitting in our front room, which I never really sit in, but this is where our fireplace is. And this is where the booby sits because that's his little bed. So me and Louie are going to have a little bit of a date in his little, what we call his front room. I'm very tired though. I'm not going to lie. And I'm ordering myself sushi for dinner because Chris is in New Hampshire for the night. And whenever he goes away and it's just me, I always order sushi because I'm too lazy to cook just for myself. And he doesn't like sushi. So it's rare that I get to order sushi for dinner, which means that for the rest of the night, I legitimately have nothing to do. I was going to do like this massive closet clean out thing. And maybe we will do it if I get a burst of energy later. But I don't see that happening right now. So today we are starting on page 256, chapter 51. Still loving this. Can't wait to see how it ends. And I'm just giddy. I really am. Except for Jake is kind of annoying. Like, he's kind of a little too obsessive right up front. Like, I like when a guy plays hard to get, but like he knows you have him, but he still kind of like plays the game to make things a little interesting. Whereas like the second that Rachel and Jake like kissed, he was like, oh my God, I love you so much. I'm in love with you. I'm going to love you forever. I want to marry you, blah, blah. Like, relax, bro. You can think all those things, but like chill. I might be becoming more Team Caleb in this one, but I'm going to get to reading, stop yabbering, and I'll check in at some point tonight. I don't know if I'll probably throw in some B-roll. I don't know. I'm exhausted and I don't feel like thinking. Hi friends, it is now 9:30 and I regret to inform you that I have not read a single fucking page since the last time I checked in. I have 3 hours and 11 minutes left on my timer, so I did read for about 20 minutes. As I was reading, I got a call from Chris's sister. We talked for a little bit, and then I decided then Louis started yelling at me that he was hungry, so I fed him. And then I decided to order my sushi, which you saw. Ate that, and then Chris Brown TikTok took hold of me. And if you know anything about me, then you would know that Chris Brown is up there with Justin Bieber. It really goes Justin Bieber, then Chris Brown. I got so carried away with Chris Brown TikTok. I looked up him singing You Should Let Me Love You on Kai Cenat's live stream. And from there, I just spiraled. And I watched Chris Brown videos for a very long time. Honestly, no regrets, except for the fact that I did not get any reading done. But I had the best freaking night because your girl loves her some Chris Brown. That's where we're at right now. It's 9:30. I'm going to try to read for at least an hour, maybe till 11, so like an hour and a half-ish. Our TV's not working, great. Just see how far we can get. I'm not putting any limits on it. Gonna start my timer right now. Here we go. My phone is literally about to die. But here we go. Resume the timer. Let's read. This book is wild, and I need to figure out what the fuck this one thing means, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Obviously, this book is about having more than one partner, right? And she's talking to her third love interest, which they haven't done anything yet, and they're talking about double vaginal penetration, okay? Which means 2 at the same time. How does that work? I literally don't understand. Am I about to Google it right now? Yes, you're 100% right. I am going to. Is that a real thing? Like, is this really possible? Am I really... I mean, I guess so, but like... not in the way this book is saying it. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. My camera battery's gonna die. Sorry to get all like crazy on this, but this book is wild. Like an actual wild time. This is 100% the spiciest book I've probably ever read. And I've read the Steel Brothers series. I've read 9 of those books, which they're pretty much a lot of spice. And I thought that was pretty deep, dark stuff. But this is something else. Good morning, friends. It is Friday, thank God. So last night, I read for a little less than 2 hours. My timer, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. 1 hour and 46 minutes and 17 seconds. After I looked up what DVP means, and honestly it made sense after. I thought it was like 2 in the same. It's not. I continued to read, and a third person has been introduced as a love interest. This girl is living her best life. I could never do any of this, but honestly, go off, girl. Get yours. So now I'm on page 323, chapter 65, and I'm determined to finish this. I want to say by Saturday, I just don't know if that's realistic. So I'm gonna start making my coffee and get my water, pack a little snacky snack for my drive today, and head to work. I'm gonna have a bit of a longer day. I have to go to somewhere upstate, then I have to go out to the east bumfuck of Connecticut and then to Newburgh to do a couple things for work. Lots of driving all over the place, which I've had it this week. I really have. There's weeks where I'm like, want to fucking murder everybody. Do I want to use this cup? Or do I want this so I can have a bigger coffee? I want this so I can have a bigger coffee. Oh, I was gonna go get myself coffee. Too lazy. It has just been a week. I've been very cranky and I can't wait to not do anything tomorrow, but I'm also stressed because I literally have tomorrow to relax and then I leave to go to Utah on Sunday. Don't get me wrong, I love traveling and I don't mind flying by myself at all, but I don't know. I would like some company. That would be nice. And I'm going out there for work, so it's not like, I guess it's better that I'm going for work so that way my days are like structured and I'm not just like free falling about what the fuck I should be doing. I think my trainings are gonna be probably 8 to 4-ish, and then the only day they have something planned after, which I don't want to go to because I hate socializing. Especially when I'm by myself and I don't feel fully comfortable. Like, I hate it. We're gonna have to suck it up though. The only day they have something planned is Tuesday, so Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm kind of on my own, and on Thursday, we're done at 1. Most people fly out Thursday night. I gotta find some things to do in Utah. I think I wanna do some book shopping. I definitely wanna go get a swig soda, even though I don't like when people mess with my Diet Coke. The drinks that the Mormon wives drink, I don't know if I would necessarily like something like that. This hair is driving me nuts. I am just a straight up Diet Coke girly. I don't want syrup in my soda, you know? So I gotta post on Instagram and get some good recs on what to do, where to go, where to eat, and obviously we're gonna find some bookstores. I'm gonna try to pack as light as humanly possible clothing wise so I can go to some bookstores, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Utah has to have some good like indie bookstores, right? I think I'm gonna bring my little DJI camera with me to Utah and try to vlog as much as I can. Obviously I'm gonna have a lot of free time after my trainings for the day, so we'll maybe do some fun stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fill up my little water bottle here, pack some snackies, and then we will be back a little bit later. Hi friends, I'm gonna clip this right here. and hope that you can hear me. I've epically failed today. It is 6:30 and I have not read a single page of anything. Sorry, I'm opening a package with my new skincare. I shouldn't say new. These scissors are not cutting it. With restocks of my skincare, I should say. Also, if you can't hear me fully with the mic right here, very sorry. Okay. I got a new Mandelic resurfacing serum from Green Envy. I can't wait to try. I got a refill of the Protect Antioxidant Moisturizer, a refill of the Clarifying Cleansing Gel, and then a mini of the face wash. So that way I always have this with me. And I'm traveling on Sunday, obviously. Okay. I have failed epically at this vlog today. It has been busy. I got home from work at around, I want to say 3, and came home immediately, let Louie out, gave Louie a bone to like keep him occupied because I filmed a product empties video because I decided I could have a product empties video go up while I'm away. So like I'm really not backtracked on any videos while I'm gone. So, and I literally just took a quick body shower and now I'm just doing my nighttime skincare. And for the rest of the night, I can read. I don't have any updates on the book. I'm still loving it. I'm hoping to finish it by Sunday before I leave. I would really love to finish it tomorrow, but I don't know if that's realistic. I think I have around 300-ish pages left, so I'm hoping that I can finish it before I leave, which I think should be doable. We are gonna enjoy our Friday night. I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner yet. Chris is on his way home from New Hampshire, so I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner just yet. That was an unnecessarily long update for legit and me telling you absolutely nothing. But I'm gonna go downstairs. We are just gonna see how much reading we can get done tonight. Okay, I just realized I never told you what I was at time-wise, what I was at page-wise. Left over from yesterday, I have 1 hour and 46 minutes left on my timer. 2 hours, it'd be 3 hours and 40. So I need 3 hours and 52 minutes. Does that make sense? 3 hours, I need to add 2 hours and 5 minutes. So 246, 346. It would be 51, 3 hours and 51 minutes I need to read today. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm currently on page 323, which is what I told you earlier. So we're making progress on this book. We're more than halfway done, I think. I think this book is 573 pages. So what would half of that be? 286. So we are well on our way. So if I wanted to read this by tomorrow, I have 250 pages left. That means I would need to read 125 pages today and 125 pages tomorrow, meaning I would need to get to page 448 tonight. So we'll kind of have that goal in our mind, but not really. I'm terrible at these kind of videos. It either goes one way. It either goes really good and I accomplish it or over accomplish it, or I don't accomplish it at all and I epically fail, which is, I'm kind of in the middle of the two right now. I haven't epically failed because I have read a decent amount. I think when I started this vlog, I was on like 40 pages maybe. Does that sound right? Don't know. Don't quote me on that, but we're going to get our timer going. Here we go. Of course, it goes small. So there's our timer and we are just going to get some reading done. I'm gonna make another pod because that's not enough. Much better. What are you doing? Playing war with that ball?
Get it. He's like, I don't know if I want to. Oh. Get your bone. No. He gets so weird with these bones. I don't know why. He hides them like 3 times. And then he'll eventually eat it. Only the Rachel Ray ones though. Get your bone. Louis, are you happy it snowed? Do you want to show the people the snow? Okay. Snowed. He's like legit having a standoff with this bone. Get the bone. Watch, he'll do this. Wait till I kick it to him. Ready? See? So pretend to eat it, and now he's gonna go hide it for the second time. No, we're not gonna bring it outside. Go hide it somewhere else. Louis, don't hold it like that. You're gonna choke. We are gonna have a cozy morning in the reading room. The vibes are immaculate. Okay, good morning, friends. It is Saturday, thank God. It is about 10 a.m. I woke up like a half hour ago and I'm finally just getting up and moving. Let's talk about pucking around. I'm on page 396, chapter 76. So what, read about 70-ish pages. Read this little chunk right here yesterday. My goal, and I don't know if it's gonna work, is to finish this tonight. How many pages do I have? I feel like all I'm doing in this video is calculating how many pages I have left. 573 minus 396. I have 177 pages left, which I feel like I can do. It's Saturday, we have nothing planned. I am gonna take Louis for you know what with my mom at like 11:30. That's pretty much the only plan I have. Time-wise, my timer is stopped at 1 hour and 52 minutes. So we're just gonna add 2 hours to that and do 3 hours and 52 minutes. I don't care about the extra 5 minutes. Timer is set, it already played for a second. That's why it says 3 hours and 51 minutes, but we are gonna sit down. If my phone would focus. We are gonna sit down and have a little bit of a reading sesh right now. Should we do a little reading sprint and I'll just leave the camera up for like 10 minutes? I feel like we should. Also, I have discovered that I don't love Nespresso coffee as much as I love my French press. I love the taste of my French press, and the Nespresso is like kind of iffy for me now. I didn't have any French press made, so we have to work with what we got. There's a dog hair in there. Nice. Got it. Crisis averted. Let's have ourselves a reading break. wild. I've never read anything like this before. And I don't know if the next 2 books, I think this is a 3-book series. Let me pause my timer because I don't know if it follows different characters. I don't know if I would like it. So book 2 follows Tess, her friend, which I maybe would probably read that one. But I just like, I don't know. I feel like when I like a book this much, I want to follow the same characters in the next books, not start following a new couple, you know? Oh, and the book after this follows Poppy, the like social media person for the hockey team. I might have to read them, I don't know. There's more books in this series. It looks like there's 4 books total. Wait, what? Oh yeah, 5 actually I lied. The other 2 haven't come out yet. Yeah, there's no release dates for them either, but on Goodreads it has it there. Oh, there's like a little novella, Pucking Ever After Volume 1. That's curious to know what happened to Rachel and the guys after that fateful hockey game in LA. What's that mean? Oh, it's just like extra content. There's a book about Rachel and Jake's one night stand. It's called That One Night. I might have to read that. So obviously in this book, Rachel had a one night stand with this guy, ends up being Jake, and there's a book called That One Night, which is the book about that one night stand. I might have to read that. It's a little 124-page novella. Maybe after I finish this, we can read that. I wonder if it's on Kindle Unlimited. If it is, we'll read it on my Kindle. I have to leave in like an hour to take Louis for you know what? I'm gonna read for the next 45 minutes and then take the 15 minutes to like change and get ready. So we're gonna read for another 45 minutes and then I don't think I'll come back in for a talking update until I'm actually done with this book. So maybe later tonight. So enjoy all the B-roll that is to come. Good morning, friends. It is Sunday, January 12th. I am here to close out this vlog and let you know that I did finish this last night. I read the 177 pages or whatever it was. I am not gonna lie to you, I did skip through some of the ending and kind of figured out like what I actually needed to know because I was like, all right, this is a little too long. This book definitely could have been 100 pages shorter. Like it did not need to be almost 600 pages at all. There was literally no reason for it. But overall, I obviously really enjoyed this. I have never read such a spicy book in my life, and I've read some pretty spicy books. This definitely tops it, and I really enjoyed the characters in this. They definitely all had their issues that I was kind of like, okay, that's a little annoying, but overall I really did enjoy this. I did just download the little novella. It's That One Night by Emily Rath, and it's basically a little short novella about the first time Jake and Rachel met, and that's when he became her Seattle girl. And it's the story of that. So I downloaded that because I'm heading to Utah today. I have like, I don't even know how many hours of flight. It's probably like a 7-hour travel day, maybe something like that. So I'm definitely gonna read that. And I am bringing We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. But overall, really enjoyed this. I gave it 4 stars. Sorry this video was a little bit on the boring side with only reading 1 book, but like, she was thick. If I had read 2 books, it would have equaled this 1 book, you know? That is this video. I did have some time left over on my timer, but I decided not to read anything else last night. Chris and I started watching Squid Game season 2. I was like, you know, I could start another book, but I really want to start fresh on my flight today and my travel day today with a new book, which I think we're going to start We Were Liars first. If I finish that, I will read the little That One Night novella. That is it for this video. Let me know how much you typically read in a week. Do you ever do like swapping your screen time for reading? Do you ever set a timer for yourself just randomly, or do you just like not get distracted by your phone? If you don't get distracted by your phone, what's that like? Thank you so much for watching. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so, and make sure to put on that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.